run game. They rely on Ben Roethlisberger, and Ben Roethlisberger does not make the play. Alex Smith, the comeback player of the year, the greatest story in football in 2020, makes the throw that he needs to make after being cleated, after cheating a little bit to get his team a field goal, but doing everything to win. These two teams are in different places, but the Pittsburgh Steelers better shore some things up because the Buffalo Bills are coming to town.
The AFC playoff picture starting to come into focus. The Steelers remain the top seed over Kansas City due to the conference record tiebreaker. Chiefs the only team that is clinched in the AFC. Colts, Dolphins, Browns, all winners this weekend. They occupy the wild card spots. And you got teams like the Raiders and the Ravens just hanging in there. Who knows if they'll be able to make their way in. Again, it's going to be a fun December to sort things all out. So as we welcome you guys back, two teams that play tonight will meet again next Sunday night in the pivotal game. It's going to be Bills-Steelers. TD, what are you looking forward to in that one?
Well, anytime you have an offense that's struggling, as the Steelers are, then your defense has to make a lot of plays. And they're facing a really good high-octane offense. And now you have to see whether, what you're doing now and the loss of Bud Dupree, how is that going to affect you in this game? But it's going to be left up to defensive coordinator Keith Butler to really dial up a whole lot of pressure packages and try to get to Josh Allen. They can't allow this guy to sit in the pocket and do what he did today or try to create plays where he's leaving the pocket. You've got to have somebody spy on him, and once he leaves the pocket, you got to hit him. So I'll be curious to see if the Pittsburgh Steelers defense can really get supercharged this team and get this offense going, because I think that's going to be key to this game.
TD, you're right. And my key to the game is the Steelers are going to have to find a way to run the football. Right now, they are the 29th ranked rush offense. That is not good, and you're not going to beat the Buffalo Bills one-dimensional. That is not going to happen. So you have to find a way to run this football. You have to find a way to keep Josh Allen and that offense on the sideline, because we've seen them tonight. We've seen how explosive they can be. We've seen all the different exotic formations that they get into. We know Josh Allen can use his legs. You are going to have to find ways to run the football and keep Josh Allen on the sideline, and you have to find a way to get balanced. You cannot just throw the football all over the yard. We've seen that the last 2 weeks, and it hasn't really worked out for the Pittsburgh Steelers that good. So they're going to have to find ways to get creative and run this football and get some positive run game going, because if they don't, it's going to be another long, long day.
Coach Rivera and the Washington football team, man, they made the significant plays tonight, and we didn't, particularly in the second half. And I thought that was the difference in the game, particularly the weighty downs. We didn't win enough possession down football tonight. It was just examples of it were littered throughout. I thought that touchdown drive to start the second half when we had them 3rd and 14 and they hit a perimeter screen for a significant gain and moved the chains, kind of started the ball rolling in the wrong way, if you will. We were down in the red area twice. And we went for it on 4th down and didn't convert either. So possession down ball was heavy in this football game, and we paid the consequences of it, a failure in it, such as life in our game. I'm excited about facing the adversity of losing with this group, man, and smiling in the face of it and preparing and getting ready for our next challenge. And so with that, I'll open it up for questions.
All right, let's go to Dale Lally. Dale, go ahead.
Mike, the 4th down pass to Anthony McFarland, was he the number one option on that play?
Absolutely, he was.
Jerry Dulac?
Hey, Mike, can you put a finger on some of the inconsistencies of the offense? You had the points haven't been as much the last 2 games as they were earlier this year.
We just got to make routine plays routinely. And I say that often, but there's a lot of truth to it. We got to make routine plays routinely, and we're not making them routinely enough right now. And so it's affecting our fluidity as a collective group.
Dejan?
Mike, what's your level of confidence in the running game right now? You're calling there's pass plays being called on a lot of 3rd and short, even 4th and short.
I'm just worried about us fluidly moving the football, whether it's run or pass. We move it how we choose to move it. The way that we chose to move it tonight wasn't fluid enough for us to have victory, and particularly in the moments that you mentioned.
Brooke Pryor?
Mike, is there any amount of weight that's lifted with the undefeated season, that streak being over? I know you said you guys like to learn after losses, but can you learn even more, or learn after wins? Can you learn even more after a loss like this?
Hey, we step into a stadium each week with intentions toward winning, and so our intentions will be the same next week. We just live one week at a time. It's not a collective for us.
Joe Rutter.
Yeah, Mike, you talk about routine plays. Would some of those drops be characterized as routine, and how concerning is that?
A lot of them be characterized as routine.
Mike Pizzuto.
Mike, why are you excited to face adversity with this group?
Because, man, you know, different points along the journey, you get a chance to learn about yourself, who you are, what you're made of, individually and collectively, and it takes the journey to reveal that. And so, you know, we're faced with a loss now, so we'll get an opportunity to smile in the face of it.
Mark Caboli.
Hey, Mike, they were having a lot of success in the second half with the running back out of the backfield. Can you put a finger on why they were so successful?
We just weren't tight enough, you know, and you got to give credit to those guys, but we weren't tight enough. We just, particularly as you know, some of the injury things set in, just the communication and stuff on the defensive side of the ball got a little scattered. We got to be better. Along those lines, Joe Hayden had a concussion. Robert Spillane had a knee injury that's being evaluated.
All right, last one. We'll go to Ray Fittipaldo. Ray.
You know, we're getting to that point of the season when you got to be sharp in all areas and you know, your whole team and both sides of the ball and all that stuff. So there can be all kinds of distractions and changes of this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, we've got to go play good football.
Brooke Pryor.
And this is the second week in a row that the offense has kind of struggled to move the ball consistently. What needs to change? Is there something in the last 2 weeks that you've noticed that's different from the rest of the season?
I think, you know, we just need to make plays. I need to be better. I need to deliver us into plays that are best suited for situations and things like that. And so, you know, it starts with me. I need to be better.
Jerry Dulac.
Ben, is part of that, it just seems like there's a lack of a flow to it. I think your coach used the word fluidity. Is that, you kind of sense that with the offense?
Sometimes. You know, right now we're not great on offense. You know, we're not bad. I'd say we're a little above average, maybe a B minus right now. So there's plenty of room for improvement.
Ray Fittipaldo.